Man, today was insane. As soon as I woke up today, I just started working on developing this webinar and everything and this live training, and it was crazy. But, anyways. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin Knupp here with another video, provide massive value and fire content like always. And so in today's video, I'm just going to show you guys a replay, one of the most important parts of the live training that I did today. This video is going up kind of late. It'll probably be like 2:30, 3 a.m. when it's going up, but I've just been busy working on stuff all day. So anyways, I'm just going to show you guys the replay. You guys check it out and everything, and I'll see you guys when it's all done. All right, so secret number one, how to find deeply discounted properties in your own backyard for next to nothing. Because that's one of the biggest problems. Most people get into this business and they don't have any money. So first of all, I want to break it down a little bit. I'm going to be talking about motivated sellers and whatnot. And I want to make sure that you guys are knowledgeable of the opportunity that's available in real estate. And so I know some of you guys already know this, but I just want to break it down. In 2017 alone, there were 6.3 million homes sold. I just looked up the stat, and I think this year we're projected to do like 6.5 million, which is crazy. This is just transactions. And so I looked up what the average cost of a home is, $180,000. So that means that $1.1 trillion in transactions happened. Now, back in this scenario where I was up here, we're making $10,000, which is 10%. So that means, now I do have to be honest with you guys as well, about like 95% of those deals we can't touch. So we're talking like 5%. So we're talking 5% of $1.1 trillion. So that comes out to about $50 billion in transactions. So if we're making like 10%, which that's kind of an over-exaggeration, maybe to be more conservative, let's say we're only making 1%. How much available money to be made in real estate wholesaling is there? So we got $50 billion worth of transactions. I'm not writing this out. This is just all off the top of my head. $50 billion, and if we only wholesale made 1% of it, so that would be about $500 million worth of real estate out there to make money in. So that means there's that's just per year. So now imagine $500 million. There's people everywhere making 7 figures, 8 figures in real estate wholesaling out there available. And so this is super conservative and everything as well. So there's a lot of money to be made out there. And so now what we are looking for, only about 5% of the market as wholesalers. So 95% of the deals out, like, we can't touch. Like, it's impossible to convince someone to sell their property at a discount. I'm going to tell you why. So majority of the time, sellers, they come to me with these deeply discounted offers. So I don't even like offer them these crazy low offers. Sometimes I do, but they come to me with them majority of the times, the majority of the deals that I've done. So these sellers, they're generally motivated for some sort of reason. So you've probably like seen like properties like this. That's a perfectly good example as to a house that would probably have someone that's motivated to sell their property. Now, if they're not willing to sell their house and it's looking like that, either they're getting ready to fix it up or I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyways, so we are looking for what's called DFM. So we're looking for the distressed homes. First of all, we're looking to see if they're ugly houses that need some fixing. But this isn't the case for all of them. Also, we're looking for people that are flexible, people that are willing to sell it, be creative with selling their house. And the more flexible they are with selling their house, but they may be on, like, they have motivation, the more availability there are and options for us to make money on the property. Also, we're looking for people that are motivated. Now, someone that needs to sell their home as soon as possible, or like if they don't sell it, then this will happen. Now, what would be these motivating factors? I actually decided, like, I Googled and I found like 10 options of a few different ways. So there's 2 main reasons. Why would someone sell their home at a discount? First of all, they got some unearned equity inside the property, or they got some negative circumstances inside of there. It happens to the best of us, and I'm going to break down a few of these reasons. So, unearned equity. So first of all, maybe inherited a house that have no need for it, or they inherited a house and can't afford it, or let's say they inherited the house and are tired of taking care of it. So a lot of inheritance deals, they just don't know what to do with these properties and whatnot. Also, maybe they won a lawsuit and bought the house. They won a lottery. They pay out an insurance claim, the divorce, and got the house. Parents bought the house for them. I have a deal that we were working on. We were going to make $100,000. Had some problems with it and whatnot. But anyways, the parents bought them this house and whatnot, and then they couldn't afford it anymore. And yeah, anyways, we got a few deals in the pipeline like that, actually, coincidentally. But anyways, negative circumstances. There was a list of like 50 different things when it comes to negative things. So I just copied some of the best ones I saw. But anyways, vandalization of the house. Maybe you come across a house like this. It just looks ugly, and they're not willing to fix it up anymore. burglarized, maybe they got robbed, they lost all their money or whatnot, or they got a job transfer, and they, like, let's say that the husband has to go, like, they're living in Boise and they have to move all the way to Miami by next week, or if they don't, then he won't get the job or something. They got some motivation. So, or they got some, like, flood damage, or they got old taxes, they got foundation problems, leader asbestos, tired landlords. These ones are the best as well. I love tired landlords. So there's a lot of circumstances out there for why someone would sell their property at a discount. So how do we find these people? There's so many ways out there. This is, I think, probably where we lose about 50% of people that are getting into real estate wholesaling. So strategies to find these people. I just listed it a lot. Okay, direct mail. We got direct mail, we got Zillow, we got MLS leads, we got referrals, bandit signs, FSBO. Okay, the list goes on. It's stupid how many different strategies we have to find these people. This is where everybody gets, they lose it. So they jump into direct mail, and then they're like, oh, we're doing direct mail. They spend $1,000, don't do anything. So then they jump over, oh, we're gonna go knock on doors, spend like a couple weeks or like a week, and then they don't do anything. Okay, let's get the tax delinquency list and cold call it. Okay, let's drive for dollars. Let's do bandit signs. Let's do referrals. Okay. At this point, they've done all these different strategies, and the number one problem for why they haven't been able to get the like they aren't able to do it, is they haven't done a deal, is basically because they have been so inconsistent. If you're inconsistent in this business, you're going to lose a lot of money and a lot of time. You need to pick something and stick with it. That is the priority when it comes to this type of stuff. So pick one thing and stick with it. Pick direct mail, stick with it. Pick a rest list, stick with it. Pick bandit signs, stick with it. Don't jump around until you've automated that business or that industry, that strategy, and you're making money consistently from it. There's ways to make money in every strategy. There's no golden way. So, like I said, there's so many different options. Pick one and stick with it. There's no perfect strategy. I have to be honest. There isn't one perfect strategy that'll like automatically give you deals no matter what. You have to put the work in, and you have to figure out which one works the best. So also there's different strategies that cultivate to different lifestyles. Like some people, like me in college, I didn't have that much time at all. I had 4 hours a week maximum to be able to do deals. And so I was doing direct mail. That was the perk strategy for me while I was in school. And then as I moved out of school, I moved on to other strategies. And I've seen other students have success in different strategies as well. So I kind of jumped on those as well that I helped them out with. So different strategies cultivate the different lifestyles, and then most of them all cost money as well. So if you don't have any money, then you can't do direct mail. That's going to be one of the most expensive ways to do it, but it's the most effective. Okay, so my recommendation, the free way. This is what I would recommend if you're getting started, you had no money whatsoever. Like I said, it's free and being updated daily with potential leads, first of all. It's amazing practice for talking to sellers. So we can really learn what motivation is. Because if you don't know what motivation is, then you're going to be wasting a lot of time, first of all. And second of all, you're not going to be able to figure out like which deals you need to jump on right away or which deals you just need to put off and just whatever. They're just BSing me. So also, it's a good way to network. You're going to talk to a lot of realtors inside of there, people that actually own properties that are investors and whatnot. You can add them to your cash buyers list. Great way to network. Also, fastest way to do deals. This is what I've seen with my experience. Unless you have maybe like $50,000, you can just invest in direct mail and you can just send it all out, which I don't think it's probably the case for majority of you guys watching this video. Probably nobody watching. So it's the fastest way to do deals. It's my recommendation. Okay, Craigslist. How to do it. This is my recommendation. How I would do it. Like this is me telling you exactly what to do. Okay, call up every lead that you see, every listing on Craigslist. I don't care what it says on it. All that matters is you're calling people's phone numbers. This is going to give you the most practice out of anything. Because if you're not talking to sellers, then you're not going to be doing deals. As simple as that. That's the biggest aspect of your business. So also, I want you to like practice. Just keep calling as many hours as you can. Every hour you have available, call people on Craigslist. And then also use the script that I give you at the end. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys it all. And so that way you guys can all just use exactly what I'm using inside of my business and use it however you want. And then add them to a database. So if like I pay for a database and it costs like $200 a month and it keeps track of everything. It's called Invest Reviews. You guys don't need to do that. Just use like an Excel spreadsheet or something like that. And so I'll even like add that part onto here. So just Excel spreadsheet. if I can spell. Anyways, so go out. That's what I would use. Use an Excel spreadsheet. Go out there and import everything in there and just keep track of exactly what's going on. And so, all right, I just got a message saying everything was slow. Break it. Okay. Just making sure we are all good to go. Nobody's complaining. All right. So now, continued. What I want you to do first is call all of the FSBO leads until you get good with the script. So I want you to keep practicing. I want you to get to the point where that way you can remember exactly what I say inside this, like exactly what you need inside the script, so that way you can do deals. So get very good at it. Then I want you to move on to the for rent by owner section. After you've gotten good at the script and you figured out if someone's motivated or whatnot, or you just run out of leads, then I want you to move on to the FRBO. Like I said, first of all, don't call every listing that you come across. Don't just call the ones that have phone numbers. Well, don't just call the ones that are sellers for sure. If they're realtors, whatever, call them. So move on to the FRBO. Those are going to be some of the most motivated people. Like I said, motivated landlords, my favorite. This is where you're getting them from. And then I want you to call everyone in your county consistently. And if you run out, call all the other cities and counties. We're just trying to find motivation. Prices don't really matter. You're trying to find the people with a strong why and are willing to work with you. So we're just trying to find people that are motivated. All the other parts of it, like how to find the ARV, they matter, but it's not the most important part of doing a deal. What's the most important part is you're talking to sellers and you're finding people with motivation, so that way you can make profit on the properties. Like I said, I've canceled multiple deals and I have learned so much from canceling those deals. And I'd actually rather you guys cancel deals, write up contracts, cancel deals, than to not talk to sellers at all. I know it's like kind of counterintuitive, but I want you guys to get good with your experience. So I bet you guys have a couple of questions. What if I live in a small town? What if I live in like the middle of Kansas or something and there's 20 people in my town? You can do it virtual. You can call up other areas of your choice. So if you live in Kansas, maybe call people in Denver or Omaha, Nebraska or Kansas City. Just call some town, pick it. The Midwest is very good actually if you're trying to do virtual. There's a lot of deals out there. Like I get sent properties that are like $5,000 all the time. But anyways, call. You can do virtual. No different than local. The thing that, like, really the only difference is you got to use a mobile notary, which I didn't put it inside of here, and you also just need to make sure you get good pictures of the property. So hopefully the seller is sending you good pictures, and if you don't trust those pictures, maybe hire someone off of Craigslist to go in there and take pictures for you. You just need a phone or whatnot, phone pictures, just go in there and take some quality pictures. If they do that, you'll pay them whatever. Also, just talk like you're an investor and that you invest in properties in different areas. You know, there's nothing sketchy about it. Just to say that you invest in other properties in other areas, because as a wholesaler you are considered an investor. So just do it the exact same. Also, if you can still call your local area, even if there's only like 500 houses in the area, I would still just try it just to see what's going on. Maybe you never know, there may be some deals, but like I said, if there's nothing going on in here, then just call up the areas locally. And then, okay, so what if my market is too saturated? What do you do then? So there's always deals in your market that people are missing. First of all, don't ever tell me that your market's too saturated, there's too much going on and whatnot. The houses are selling for too high, there's houses are selling for too low and whatnot. There's always deals to be done. Always. Not as many maybe in some different markets. It's maybe a little bit harder. I'm not going to say it's not going to be harder. But there's always deals going on. And like in my market right now, it's crazy. There's houses selling for insane prices. Right now, luckily, like I'm really more worried about some of the properties that I've been fixing up and flipping with some partners. And then the wholesaling scene is slowed down a lot. I'm not saying we don't do wholesale deals or anything, or people out there aren't doing deals, but I've definitely seen a reduction in them. But there's still deals being done. And then there's always enough deals to go around. Always. That's why I'm giving you guys all this free information. I don't care that I'm giving you guys all the information. I'd rather help you guys out, help you all make money, rather than just me having all this information and all these deals that are being missed all the time. I miss deals all the time. There's so many deals in my market that I imagine get missed all the time, and I just don't know about it. So, also, there's no such thing, like I said, as a market that's too saturated to do deals inside of. And then it doesn't like me when I do that. Okay. Why would someone sell a house to you or to me, whatever? Why would someone do it? Like you've never been to a house before or anything like that. Why would someone sell their $200,000 property to you? Or even like some people message me with $1 million properties that they're working with for their first deal. Why would someone work with you if you're just like some person off the streets? Why? Okay. If they are motivated and you've built up rapport with them, they are willing to do whatever it takes to sell a house. Doesn't matter about the details. That's just the truth about it. So I want you to act like you have cash in your pocket today to buy the house. So it's not lying or anything like that. And why is because the cash buyers and the investors that you work with, that we were talking about, like the gyms in the world, when we were talking about this little like example up here when we were doing the arrows. The gyms out there, they have cash that they're more than willing to give to you to do properties, or if you really had to, you can get private money and flip a property. But basically, this will help you qualify the leads. If you pretend like this is actually you buying the house and not just you wholesaling it, then you are going to really be good at qualifying leads and everything. So this adds to the script. Keep that in mind. And so also you can talk with confidence. Feel free to explain that you are new to this. You even tell them, like, I don't tell this all the time, but it's just if it comes up. It's like one of those things where it's like if I get asked about it, then yeah, I bring it up. But if not, then I don't bring it up sometimes. But basically, most people I tell them, hey, the only reason why I'm at this property is because I know someone that's interested in it, and I'm gonna buy it from you, and I'm gonna sell it to them as soon as I'm done with that. Is that okay with you? I tell them that flat out. And I've honestly never had a problem with them as long as they were motivated sellers. If with that circumstance, I've never had someone say no, you can't do that. I always had people just yeah, okay, that's no problem with me. All I care about is getting rid of this house. And like I said, there are people coming to me with these deeply discounted prices. So also, like I said, you have partners that you're working with that do lots of deals every month, anyways. So okay, the agreement. Then what you gotta do after you agree on a price? You got Bob saying, "Hey, I'll sell you the property for $60,000." Then what you gotta do is just get that down on contract. Like I said, I'll give you guys my contracts at the end. There's a couple contingencies in there. I know I have the inspection period for 14 days, and then also have like a subject to partner's approval. Basically, these are just out clauses that'll get you out of the situation if you get the property for too much. That's the main reason people get cancel contracts. But like I said, I'd rather you cancel contracts and get good at calculating ARVs and everything from experience than getting amazing at doing ARVs and never doing a deal or never getting properties on a contract. So I want you to get it as low as possible. And then, like I said, inspection period of 14. And that is everything for today's video. I just showed one of those secrets so that way you guys can all check it out and learn from it. And so if you haven't already, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the nice looking subscribe button down below. And like always, I'm uploading every day, so I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.